it's really not that difficult, and this is how we grow stuff around here. Hey, welcome back to Keep On Growing. I'm Mike Van Duzy, and we're messing around with bean sprouts again. If you've been on this channel for any length of time, you've probably seen me do this. But we love bean sprouts for salads and stir fries and all kinds of stuff, and it's really easy to grow. There's a couple different ways, and I want to show you the way we grow it with these little ramen containers. And at the same time, I've got a little jar here where we just sprouted them. This, we were doing this for like 20 years. If you've been growing sprouts and on your kitchen counter, everybody knows how to put them in a jar, the little jar that has a screen on top, and you just rinse it and drain it a couple times a day. We did a batch of those, and I took half of them, put them into these containers, and then I let the other half go in the jar. And what I've got here is what was left in the jar. So we've harvested those, and I'll let you see that. So this was part of it. I'll bring it up here where you can see. You see, when you do it in the jar, you see all these long roots. So if you don't mind that, this is easy to do. So nothing wrong with that if you like it. But like we said, we've got these little things growing in here. These are the little ramen containers. These were free. We end up throwing those in the recycling bin. But we're reusing them, and let me pull the top off here. So this is ready to go. You can see it's a little green where some of these guys were sticking out. And that's the first time these guys have seen the light of day. So this is growing in total darkness, except for where, they were peeking through. And it got heavy enough to lift up. I had a thing of ramen soup. We eat a lot of ramen. And it pushed, this up off of here. So I did weight it down. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to harvest one of these, put it in the container. We can see them side by side, and I'm going to replant one real quick and show you just how quick it is. Just like the little video you saw at the beginning of this, it's really not that difficult, and this is how we grow stuff around here. This is just like we're growing the microgreens, and we're putting them in the downspouts and growing baby greens and keeping the cycle going. We like to keep this cycle going, so we've got some sprouted, ready to go. These probably could have been planted yesterday. The roots on these are getting pretty big themselves. So, but I wanted to wait to make the video. So what we do is we have some over here ready to go. We harvest these. These are going in the refrigerator. We use them for stir fry. We've got some more to replant, and you just keep it going and going, and it's really simple. And a bag of these really doesn't cost all that much for a pound, and they last a good long time. So I think all of this right here, this container and these two came out of like less than a quarter of a cup of mung beans. So let's just go ahead and cut these, harvest them. Let me put this over here. And we'll just do one real quick because you don't have to see me do both of them. And what I'll do is just rinse it out, replant it with our new seeds over here. And you can do this anyway. You guys have seen me before when I'm in a real hurry. I take some twine and just wind it up like that, and then come through and cut it. I'm just going to hold it. And this actually, we're here. I'll show it to you. You see how clean this is? See, that's the bottom. All the roots hold on to the little paper towel there and just comes right up just like that. We're just going to trim that off. You can see all those lovely bean sprouts in there, right? Let's see, let's focus. There you go. See all those awesome bean sprouts, and we're just going to come in here and just cut the roots off there, and this is ready to go. Right? So let's just do this. And what you can do right now, you can take a look at it. I can tell, you know, there's no mold or anything. You know, anytime you've got like a big mat of roots down towards the bottom, you want to go ahead and check that out. And if there is a little bit, you don't want to cut too close to it. So we're just going to come across here. And somebody mentioned that some of the other greens we're doing this with, their chickens would love it. So if you have chickens, you can grow these. You can do this yourself. And see that? How they all just come out just like that. So you do have a little bit of waste, but that goes in the compost. And just that quick. Let's get us focused again. Got all those lovely bean sprouts just like that. Now you put that on a salad, that looks a little more appetizing than a big handful of, you know, the other ones. So I'll do both of those in a second here. But this, like we said, this, you take that and it just goes into the compost. I got a little bin right here that I take to the compost. Now if you're in your kitchen, I don't have my water tank filled up out here. Go ahead and just wash this out. You can see, you know, how clean this is, right? So if you're inside, just go ahead and wash it. A little soap water, dry it off. So that'll take you like another minute, right? Take that, we take another paper towel. But what I like to do is just put a paper towel down there, and that helps it stay moist, and the water's down there so most of the roots know which way to go to get the water. And I just get a little spray bottle, just moisten it a little bit. Take some of these guys. These have just been rinsed, so just toss them in there. And what you want to do is just a single layer. You don't want these guys piled up. And these have actually gone too long. I should have planted them out yesterday. But like I said, I was waiting for these to get big enough so I could do a video for y'all. But you really don't want it going this far. But that's basically all I do. You saw how easy that was. And see how the roots are kind of long there? Some of those roots will be pointing up. And if this is all, you know, like moist in here, it'll just, the roots won't know which way to go. You know, so hopefully gravity and Mother Nature makes them know that they go downward. So what I want to do is if there's any roots, like real tall ones sticking straight up so they don't dry out, just come in and just push them all down so they kind of know the general direction, which way to go, right? That's it. No soil, no vermiculite. Got a stray one there. And if you need to, just spritz it a little. Get your lid. You want a little moist environment for it to get started with, you know. Hit that a little bit, cover it up, and you're ready to go again. So how simple is that? So I let that sit, and then just once or twice a day, lift it up. And if you see the paper towel still wet, just put it back and just leave it. When you see the paper towel starting to dry a little bit, go ahead and run it under some water and let the water drain out the bottom. See all the holes? Let the water drain out the bottom. And you can leave a tiny bit of water in the bottom here just to make sure if any roots start to go down there, they'll have something to drink. But basically that's all you have to do to get something like that again. So it's cool, it's that easy, and that's how we keep wonderful bean sprouts like that going all the time. Alright, you guys get out there, keep on growing, live to inspire, and be the change. We'll catch you later. Go make a stir fry.